Ooh, treasure trove. Nice. No recipe off them. And the outfits on some of these guys just made me think Argent Crusade. There's a fair bit of bits there. Okay, arcane lenses seem to actually be a good thing for me. Ooh, here's the shrine. Ice Claw. Ooh. Empowered Slit Hide Leg Wraps. 776 armor, 33% to cold damage, frostburn, and 53% to poison, plus 22% to damage beastkin, 74 cunning, 4% chance to avoid melee hit attacks, 23% A to resistance. There's 2 to Shadow Strike, and 1 to Heart of the Wild. Heart of the Wild is this. I think I actually might wear them. Fair chunk of armor on them too. Okay, need to hit up you for the extra blue. Then again, I could hit up this guy for the same amount of points. And then just need an extra 1. Which I could get off some... actually, probably just end up hitting up this guy anyway. Sure. Hit you up. Just the map, the house being here on the map, it's got me wondering if it's actually accessible. Nah, it doesn't seem so. Blood-soaked scribblings. We left Burrowitch not more than a week ago. There's something wrong with that place. There was something wrong with that place, and there were rumors of strange goings on around the Krieg residence. So Fraser had this crazy idea that we should leave and head north. He said there was a nice town just up the road. He should know. He lived up there less than a year ago. He said passage would be difficult, but we could make it if we stuck together. Couldn't have been more wrong. We weren't one day out of town when things started going poorly. First Beatrix came down with a fever. Her skin went pale and her eyes glazed over. That night, she started lashing out at us, shaking, vomiting, and screaming about some creature out in the woods staring back at her. The following day, the same thing happened to Heinrich. With both of them sick, we're forced to travel slowly. Fraser and I towed them behind us in a makeshift sled. Too far from Burwich to turn back, but Fraser said he knew of an inn that was less than a day's travel ahead, so we continued onward. When we reached the inn, it was abandoned, and the air hung heavy with the scent of death. We were desperate and in need of shelter, so we stayed there nonetheless. That night was when the noises started. Fraser said he didn't hear none of it, but I could make it out loud and clear. Sounded like an animal growling and moving about just outside the inn. As night wore on, the noise became louder and louder. I began to question my sanity. Fraser insisted there was nothing, but I could swear they were right outside. When dawn came, I didn't want to move, but Fraser forced me out of the inn. He said we had to continue, or we wouldn't make it to safety. So we began pulling the sled along the overgrown road. As we moved, I could hear it following us, its footsteps mirroring our own. Beatrix and Heinrich were growing sick by the minute. We soon grew tired of hauling the sled. My hands were blistered and my feet bloodied from the rough path. Fraser said we had to leave them. The sled was just too heavy for us to pull. But it didn't sit right with me. We argued back and forth about their fate, each becoming more and more angered as we continued. That was when Fraser grabbed his camp hatchet and threatened to kill them right there and then. He said if I wouldn't let them go, just do it for me. I didn't mean for what happened next, but I was scared, and ground sounds bore down on me like a fire in my mind. I shoved him and he stumbled over a root, flung face first into his hatchet, which lodged right in the side of his chest. He looked up at me in horror as blood filled his lungs and mouth. That's when I saw it, standing behind Fraser at the edge of the woods. A massive, hideous figure, like a man with the head of a dead animal. I froze for a moment, then bolted down the road. As I ran, I could hear Fraser's gargling screams begging for me not to leave him. I can still hear them, all three of them, wailing in the darkness like rabbits being eaten by a fox. It's been hours. Why won't they die? Is that thing still out there? Is it taunting me? I can't go on. Can't take it anymore. This must have been the makeshift cart. And there's a guy found here with the note, meaning it was whoever wrote it. So did he come back to it? Or is this just yet another cart? Alright, let's continue north now. Just gotta, try and fill out the map as well as I can. Maximize rep gain, maximize XP gain, all that stuff. Can't be doing myself short. I have to say I'm quite happy with these boots. Their shielding is being quite potent. The retaliation probably isn't doing too much for me, given the fact I don't really specialize in retaliation damage. But it's been pretty potent. The defensive side of it. The two enemies are inside each other. And that rests, it seems. So even the ones that we commandeer can be used by the enemies. And these runes, I don't know what their appearance is meant to signify. And you remember how he was saying the crones could just strip the memory from our minds? I was just thinking, remember how the other one read our minds pretty easily? Imagine crones wouldn't have any issue fucking with our head. As powerful as we are, we aren't exactly skilled against mind and, invasions. Okay, let's try this path. No. Ooh. Haldra, the Bloodlust. Not entirely sure if we should eat their food rations. They're cannibals. I don't want to turn into a Wendigo myself. But anyway, what the guy saw... Yeah, I figured this was a secret. Was probably not just any Wendigo. It was probably... Could be the Wendigo spirit itself. It could have been... I know, I'm figuring it might end up being a boss fight. I have another bag due to me, but I think I can only get it if I start when I start replaying the game. Not sure if they give you any more bags in the DLCs, but you can get one extra bag by replaying the game. Just thinking of storage, I'm probably gonna have to head back soon. What increased my run speed there? I swear it's after I moved faster. Could just be an appearance thing. Palka, the turnip. Ow. That was potent. These boots are certainly serving me well. They like doing bleeding damage. A vile spirit teeming with dark potential whispers to you with promises of power. All I'm hearing is, there's more and more evidence for why, cybernetics rules. That I really do need to get on to Mankind Divided. Need to finish Resident Evil 1 though. Okay. This doesn't double around. I thought it did. Let me go kill the enemy over here. Okay, he came to me, and there's nothing else over here. The voracious growths just kick up wherever another can kick up where another creature's just died, another plant has just died. As you can see, just shoot, pop up where wherever they were. Lights flickering oddly. Again, random belching noise. Figuring, how the guys were just getting pissed at each other and were about to kill each other. Probably the machinations of the Wendigo. Option of dread. It's probably down to dot at the creature in some way. Yeah, fuck it. Random crabs in the middle of a forest. Well, it's some areas are quite swampy, but not so much here. Okay, there's a house just over here. A few houses. I wonder if this was the inn he was talking about. I'm starting to get the smell of death now. Oh, vaulted him up top. Crackmore's order. Crackmore. There've been some strange travelers about these parts recently. The inn is busy. There've been some strange travelers about these parts recently. The inn's busy, more than it should be this time of year. Not that you'll hear me complaining about that. A fair bit of extra coin has found its way to my pockets as of late. Folks moving through these parts aren't like the ones we're used to seeing. There's been common folk from further south than Devil's Crossing, and groups of men and women moving about with strange new markings on their armor and clothes. We even had a fella a couple weeks back claimed he came all the way south from the capital. Said he was looking for. Said he was a chef looking for work. Sorry. We even had a fella a couple weeks back claimed he came all the way from the capital. Said he was a chef looking for work. I didn't have room for him, so I suggested he try Burwich. In Burwich. That's Algrim. It's not just the people that are strange. There's been an uneasy feeling in the forest, as I'm sure you've noticed. What's it? His order, alright. I haven't seen nor heard a bird in more than a week. I chalk it up to there being more people around, but there's no more than 3 days. But no, I chalked it up to it being more people around, but no more than 3 days ago, Crick brought in a fresh kill. The big swamp buck, 10 points if I remember correctly. A kill like that usually brings in the vultures. But the dressing's been sitting out in the woods. Dressings been sitting out in the woods, festering since. And no sight of those hideous things. If it's out there much longer, it'll draw out old cracks for sure. I swear that crusty old bastard has doubled in size and gone twice as ugly since last saw him. He's been up around the inn twice in the last year, stealing things. Supposedly even took a milk cow from Gretchen's stable. Shouldn't like to think what happened to that poor thing. Fire used to scare him off, but it seems to have become bolder as he's grown. Whoever finds that creature's lair is in for a right heap of useless junk, more crap than a man can eat in a lifetime. If anyone should be eating that thing to begin with. In any case, there's business to be done. Especially with all these folk moving about the countryside. If you've got the stores, I'd like to order 3 casks of Redmire ale, 2 casks of blackleaf, and 20 bottles of stone wine. Payment on delivery as usual. Crack more. So, the thing the other guy recommended us kill and get at the heart of was actually a giant crab. Interesting. I was kind of expecting a fiend from Witcher. In all honesty, that's what I realize now, that what I was imagining. Oh, some poor bastard got slaughtered there. That might be a hint on how to draw the guy out. Or maybe not. Let's try over here. We'll try over there in a bit. I feel like over there is probably the way forward. Keep in mind, this is my first time ever stepping into this area, so I don't exactly know. And plenty. Ooh, damn, actually, I was meaning to put that point into physique. Oh well. Ooh, the Coven. Okay, let's go the other way. I guess this way is the way to the other guy. Like the other guy was saying, probably a good idea to get it first. Rotting corpse. Rotting corpse. Worship site to the Wendigo. Then it cracks us. Alright, strong box. Getting plenty of bits of hollowed ground now. Used to be rarer. Well, obviously based on level. Bonus is the Primal Strike. But, yeah, no, it's a two-handed ranged well, it's a two-handed ranged weapon. I'm not sure if it's going to say weapon the first time or gun. But, you know, it's a ranged implement. Not for me. Not sure why you'd even play Shaman with a ranged weapon. It's just some of its abilities do want you to have melee for the full benefit. There's undead in here. Not what I was expecting in the slightest. Twelve 393. Okay. Try and keep that in mind, but I don't know if we'll be seeing any more, you know, undead. Probably should just get rid of these first. Cracks is the foul. Oh, Cracks is just Cracks is foul, no D. It's a very dexterous giant crab. It jumps and spins in the air. Tries to Sonic the Hedgehog it. Oh, I suppose he doesn't jump. But close enough. The oddly shaped heart of a massive crustacean. It reeks of seaweed. There's probably the cow corpse. Not sure if I just don't remember. Not sure if I got any rep there with Homestead. Doing fine on Homestead either way, but I'm just curious. Only 10,000 left? Might be doable. Don't know why it's still there on the map. I have its heart. We'll check this path first before I go anywhere else. It might go nowhere, or it might end up winking around. It goes nowhere. Okay. Grab another one. We're about to reach the Coven. I wonder what they care about, you know, killing-wise. Every faction, now that it all includes the Black Legion, you know, they typically like you to kill some creature, you know? Just, that's a big statue. Don't know what these will care about. Coven Guardian. Oh, thanks for letting me just throw on in.
Come see what's left of my wares.
And I can just trade with you.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Oh, you're surprisingly casual. Well, 65 belt. Fervor, fury in all things. 2d6 lightning, plus 5 fire damage, plus, well, 2d6 lightning damage, plus 15% fire damage, plus 15% lightning damage, plus 3% attack speed, plus 8% vitality resistance. Fervor, 10% chance on attack. Enter a fervent state of eagerness to tear your foes to shreds. 10-second skill recharge, 6-second duration, plus 25% crit damage, 25 offensive ability, and plus 10% offensive ability. Fortitude, bravery in battle. Gives you shield bash. Hysteria. Gives you ghost crab. Madness beyond death. Didn't we also get ghost crab off of Homestead? Got me. I already know this one. I got that as a drop. Spectre. Already know this one. That's the lackluster. The big one. It's probably in the bomber class. Yeah. Necromancer, shaman, but it gives devouring swarm. Don't really care about that. 2 to savagery. Now you got my attention. Primal Bond and Blight Fiend.
Iron well spent.
Ah, this is Primal Bond.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Reap Soul Distortion, Stormcore's Pact, Oak Skin, Willing Presence, and Wendigo Totem. Gear on bow levels. Epic two-handed mace. It's not ready for me. 40 death sentence, treated Calstor's Tempest. Elemental Seal. Plus 298% Aether damage, plus 300% elemental damage. Christ, that's nice. I just wish it was for me. The Shaman Nightblade item. That's nice. Better than what I currently have. Ooh, we can just outright buy this. A legendary amulet. It's pretty potent, so it would be good even for me. But it's, as you can see, its predominant thing is it also requires Kilrian's Shattered Soul. Huh. But yeah, anyway, its predominant thing is for an Inquisitor. Ironically. This is for an occultist shaman. 2 skills to shaman and 2 to upheaval. Nice. It's like a shaman, you know, grenade guy axe. Would actually be tempted towards it. There's gonna be few items that boost both of my classes. Okay, here's one that does. Actually no, it just. Actually no, it does boost bloat. Bloat? Yes, bloat. But yeah, there's going to be few that actually boost both my classes and in ways that I actually give a damn about. So I may want to actually take note of those that do. Okay, that's nice. 120% chaos damage. If only I did chaos damage. Okay, there's a fair few things that boost chaos damage here. Excuse me, but I'm quite, but I am quite busy. Oh, it's Coven. Are you in charge here? Certainly not. You should speak to Sister Garida before someone mistakes you for a ghoul. Now lead me to my work. What are you working on? I'm sorry, is this sharing arrow? Lead me to my work. I'm sorry, but if business here, you should speak with Garida. Garada? I will, thank you.
Whatever it is you think you're doing here, you are in the wrong place.
Perhaps the heart of Craxus will change your mind.
Interesting. It appears that perhaps we can be of use to each other after all. Very well. Speak. What brings you to our refuge?
1 second. Hey folks, and I'm back. You have footage. I am recording. You can hear me, and you should be able to hear the game. Yep, you can hear the game. I must find a way to Malmouth, and find a lost friend.
If you seek a path to Malmouth through the swamps, then I am afraid you are out of luck. The roads have all but collapsed, and even if you should somehow find your way out of the fog, the land beyond has been consumed by aether fire. Ancient passageways exist that could take you north, but they are not of this realm. You will not like where they lead. Now, this friend of yours, what happened?
His name was Allgrim. He was taken by the Void in battle.
All you say? gives me an idea that will solve both your predicaments. But if we are to help with this, then I must ask for something more in return.
25,000 XP, 500 Coven rep, and a tonic of clarity. So I got the other new tonic. It resets your devotion points. There's also a spirit healer up here. Spirit guide, sorry. To use WoW. Very well. What do you require?
What you ask will take me some time to prepare. But before I help you, there is something you must do for us. Deep within Ugdunwald, to the north of our refuge, lies a village by the name of Barrowhome. I need you to travel there.
What does this village have to do with you?
I care not for the village, only for what was stolen. We had crafted an Ugdunwald fetish within the swamp in order to protect ourselves from the wilderness. Recently, someone has tampered with it, tore off the head of the fetish, and ran off with it. I can still sense its waning power within the bog, and the only nearby settlement is Barrowhome. I do not care what you do. We must have it returned to us. Do this, and I shall give you the means to find Ulgrim, and perhaps even a way to Malmouth.
We have a deal. So, I guess we're getting close. Actually, no, we're here. For a moment I saw this and thought we were here. No, so we're here. Barrowhome's there. There's a lot of swamp trekking to do. And there's this. 8 or far central, and then this. My eyes kind of glaze over here, but yeah. Ugh. We might even be able to actually go this way. That might just be burnt off to us. Or maybe we can go that way and just be in agony. Hey there, how can I help you? What are you doing up here? I'm Gorita's bodyguard to go where she goes. You're not willing to cause us any trouble, are you? Certainly not. Good. Because I hate to tell you that pretty face of yours. And if I am looking for trouble, then you come to the right place. I could use a bit of a workout, but I don't seem like the troublemaking type. Right, I'm not. Oh, I see. You're just trying to rile me up. Oh, congratulations now, I'm ready for a fight. You seem friendlier than the others I've spoken to. I don't immediately assume every stranger's an enemy, though a healthy bit of skepticism helps these days. Don't mistake my demeanor for softness, though. Touch Gorita and you're a dead man. Not. Okay. I swore there was a question here that wasn't elsewhere, and, you know, wasn't the one I chose. But now I can't remember what it was even was. It all seems fine. My work here is done. What can you tell me about the Coven? Well, I haven't been here long, so there isn't much I could tell you. Shortly following the Grim Dawn, a bad run-in with some bastards looking for easy pickings. Fortunately for them, I didn't qualify. Fortunately for me, there were 4 of them, and I didn't exactly make it out unscathed. Gorita found me alone and slowly dying to my wounds. She brought me here to tend to my wounds. When I was healed, she said I could stay here and train with the others. I owe her my life. I always had a penchant for violence, so I suppose my role just came naturally to me. A noble pursuit. Nobody in my life has ever shown me the kindness that Gorita has. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. And that's just the emissary.
I sense turmoil within you.
Huh, I guess you're the clone of the other chick. Not just taking her role, you even took her voice. Like, my god. Can the dead woman have Anton? Probably he's tempted almost in like stripping out these. And like sticking these 13 points elsewhere. But I like having, you know, just these procs going off, because it's just random extra damage and effects. I kind of like that idea. Just not enough points to go around, like, damn it. Here. one Saccharino.